What is a grassland habitat? Grasslands are regions of the globe dominated by grasses, rush, and sedge. They are characterized by a dry climate that makes it difficult for large trees to grow. Grasslands can be found in all the continents other than Antarctica, with some of the most well-known ones being prairies in North America, the savannas and veldts in Africa, pampas in South America, steppes in Eurasia, and rangelands in Australia, the last of which occupies about 75% of Australia's land mass. We can see, hear, smell grasses, rush, sedge and numerous kinds of large and small animals. It is believed that there are at least 80 species of animals that live in the grassland biome. There are over 300 species of birds that either permanently lives there or that migrate in and out of the area. There is quite a bit of diversity found among the animals living in the grassland biome. They include those that burrow under the ground, those that graze and eat the grass, and those that consume other animals that live in this biome. It is a cycle of life that is evident here for all to benefit from. Due to the wide open spaces, many of the grassland predators and prey are very fast. They do not have the worry of running around trees and dense vegetation like forest animals do. Without trees for protection from weather, temperatures, and predators, many grassland animals have front legs and paws that allow them to dig burrows and tunnels very easily. Many species dig tunnels or burrows that provide shelter from poor weather and relief from temperature extremes. Grasses dominate temperate grasslands. Trees and large shrubs are rarely found in grassland areas. There are many species of grasses that live in this biome, including purple needlegrass, wild oats, foxtail, ryegrass, and buffalo grass. Many animals munch on these grasses, but they survive because the growth point on the grasses is very close to the ground. Also, with underground stems and buds, grasses are not easily destroyed by fire. Shrubs and trees that live in temperate grasslands are not as good as grasses at coping with the flames and often are destroyed by fire. Wildflowers also grow well in temperate grasslands. Popular flowers that you might find growing on grasslands are asters, blazing stars, golden. There are 10,000 different species making up the grass family and more than 1,700 plant species are found on the Agahaz Plain in South Africa, the richest grassland on the planet. With these numerous species, how can they adapt to grassland habitat? Plants and animals living in the grasslands must be able to adapt to the lack of trees and heavy brush for shelter as well as the seasonal drought and limited rainfall. The animals from temperate grasslands have adapted themselves to the dry, windy conditions prevailing in this biome helps them survive. There exist several other factors, including their size, diet, seasons, etc., all of which play a crucial role in their survival. While small animals like various species of insects, jackrabbits, snakes, prairie dogs, etc., can easily hide in the tall grass for protection against predators, as well as for hunting, large animals are gifted with adaptations like camouflage and speed to facilitate the same. Furthermore, when it comes to self-defense, their size in itself is one of the best adaptations for large animals like the African elephant and rhino. Their height plays a crucial role in ensuring that there is no competition for food in this biome. While small antelope species feed on grass and leaves of short plants, giraffes feed on leaves at a considerable height on the trees. Some of the animals found here are armed with strong front legs with sharp claws to help them burrow in the ground, wherein they are safe from large predators with whom they share their natural habitat. Camouflage is yet another adaptation that many of these animals resort to when it comes to defense against predators. Yet another defensive adaptation which is often seen in this biome is that of forming groups, herds. In fact, this is one of the apt defense strategies for these conditions, as it makes sure that even the young ones and injured individuals are safe from predators. One of the best examples of dietary adaptation in grassland animals can be seen in bison species. These bovine animals sport flat top teeth, which makes it easier for them to feed on grass. Studies have also revealed that the digestive system of bison and other herbivorous species is adapted for the digestion of grass. The savanna grasslands of Africa are typically characterized by a great deal of variability when it comes to food availability. Food is available in plenty during a part of the year, while severe food scarcity prevails at other times. It's the amazing ability of the animals here to migrate thousands of miles from one part of the biome to the other that helps them survive this food crisis. Plants have many adaptations to survive the grasslands biome. The plants have deep, spreading root systems that allow them strength and moisture during times of drought. Most of the plants have long narrow leaves that don't need as much water. The grasses grow from the bottom and grow close to the ground. They have strong roots, which means they won't be destroyed when animals walk on them or eat them. Grasslands are susceptible to fires, but the plant's hearty root system enables them to survive fires, and soon after a fire, they will begin sprouting. What are the threats to grassland environments? Grasslands and the species that they support are predominantly at risk. Most of the tropical grassland communities of Southeast Asia and India have also been seriously devastated. In recent decades, grasslands and steppe have a very high rate of change, even exceeding the rate of deforestation. Specifically, over the 50 years, more than half of the Cerrado grasslands in Brazil have been devastated for agricultural cultivation. This rate is even higher than the rate of deforestation in the Amazon region. Urban development and farming. The biggest impact that humans have on grasslands is by developing open areas for farming or urban development. Land development drives animals away from populated areas and changes the conditions of the environment. As the human population increases, more and more grasslands are also disappearing beneath the concrete and tarmac that is replacing natural landscapes all around the world. What's more, some infrastructure developments such as roads, pipelines, and fences also disrupt the migration routes of grassland species. Not only does the conversion of land into crops change the ecosystem, but so does the farming of livestock. If livestock is allowed to graze in areas where wild animals live, they compete for the food source and can delete it. Hunting to extinction. Hunting presents a serious impact on grassland biomes. European settlers devastated the American bison population, which almost became extinct because of overhunting for the fur and meat. Poachers likewise kill rhinoceroses for their tusks, and elephants for their ivory on Africa's savannas without any regard to the protection of the species. Global warming. As the Earth's climate changes in response to human involvement, the grasslands become vulnerable. The change in the weather patterns due to global warming endangers the stability of the grassland biome. Changing temperatures, weather patterns, and water availability can throw an area of grassland out of balance and change it forever. Scholars believe that if the world's temperature rises any further and rainfall changes, agricultural grasslands will become deserts, drier climates and fires. Because grasslands are typically found in drier climates, the plant life is susceptible to fire. Wildfires occur as a natural process within an ecosystem and play a critical role in replenishing the land. But fires tend to originate more frequently near human populations, particularly in drier months. We live in an extraordinary world, but this diverse world is under great pressure from human activities that threaten to destroy the ecosystems we depend on. But it is not too late if we act now. There is still time to turn the situation around and save our natural world. So how to save our natural world? We have to find out the answer and do it right now.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Nghe Hải Thủy and Screen. Let's save the world together.